Maki Zenin versus Hajime Kashimo. Over the past few months, one daring question that a lot of people have is, who's the top 5 strongest in JJK? Now, obviously, at the top, we got Sukuna, right? The big dog himself. Next up, we got Gojo, not too far off. And then we got Yuta, slightly below him, as, you know, Gojo's second predecessor. But the 4 and 5 is where things get complicated. Some people think it's Hakari. Some people think it's Kashimo. Some people think that's Maki. And well, obviously, I don't want to do a 3-way versus battle right now, but I am interested, based off of the current chapter that just dropped literally a few days ago, and of course the feats that we can compare from Kashimo earlier. I wanted to see if we put Maki Zenin up against Hajime Kashimo in a 1v1, who would come out on top. And if you guys want to see more JJK versus battles like this, or want to see more of me, make sure to give me a knife that like button, subscribe if you're new, comment for the algorithm, and let's dive in. But first, here's a quick word from our sponsors. Ever wanted to light up like Ace? Oh wait, no, not like that. But guess what? Your room can. And not only with Ace, you could do it with Zoro, you could do it with Gojo. So many characters with amazing LED lights and hoodies too. And don't forget the amazing anime beanies here at Anime Express. Top quality anime products from all around the world, right at the brink of your fingertips. Make sure to buy some amazing gas quality hoodies, t-shirts, more, all at animeexpress.store. And make sure to use code TACT10 to get 10% off your order. Who wouldn't want that? Not me. Now back to the video. Starting off in the category of strength, I believe that Maki Zenin does take this, as we've seen Sukuna compliment Maki plenty of times whenever they're going ahead in 1v1s, or you could count 2v2s, 2v1 in that matter. But regardless, you can see that Sukuna constantly compliments Maki regarding her strength, and we've also seen Maki do things that Kashimo hasn't really done. Now, don't get me wrong, Kashimo's very strong. We've seen him go head-to-head with Hakari, and we've even seen him topple Sukuna at times. However, that was the Sukuna, at least Maguna, that just got off launching multiple domain expansions from Gojo, and his curse energy being depleted and stuff like that. And so, as soon as Sukuna turned true form, it was literally wraps, like, for him. At least for Maki, we can see in true form that she's able to do, you know, hang with him a little bit. And I know people in the comments will talk about how this true form Sukuna, right, is nerfed to the brim. And I'm not saying that he's not nerfed before fighting Maki, but we've seen that, well, according to Urame, he hasn't gone fully out. So all those quote-unquote nerfs are probably tickling him, let's be real, because he's smiling and he's having the time of his life as he's fighting with Maki. So you can't really say like, oh, he's nerfed, because regardless of how you see it, Maki is continuously clashing, parrying, and damaging Sukuna, regardless. And also rotating Sukuna, so, you know what I'm saying? Now, onto the realm of speed, I normally say that this would be very close. Until I saw last chapter, where we see Maki Zenin effortlessly dodge a world-cutting slash. She effortlessly dodged a world-cutting slash with no help. Now, don't get me wrong, Kashimo in his CT form, we've seen, the narrator glaze Kashimo talking about with this form, he's able to go fast the speed of photons and blah, 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 blah. Maki effortlessly did that with her heavenly restriction. Of course, people, for some reason, thought that heavenly restricted users couldn't see curses, which is, like, stupid, or curse techniques, rather, but I mean, Maki Zenin just proves it right then and there. The strongest curse technique that took out the strongest of our era, Gojo, she's able to dodge that effortlessly. And I can't say the same for Kashimo, because when he dodged it, Sukuna literally helped him. Sukuna was like, watch out, Kashimo. And what did that take? His arm. Next, what did the next few world cutting slashes take? His life. Maki Zenin, not in the same realm of speed whatsoever. So I would have to give this to Maki Zenin. Also, she was able to at least box and contend with 20 finger Sukuna. And that is going all out basically here. while the 20-finger Sukuna wasn't going all out when fighting Kashimo and completely blitzed him. So this is definitely a stronger Sukuna. Next up, we got durability, and unlike strength and speed, I'd say this is pretty tricky to nail down, at least, because unlike strength and speed, where we see there's clearly outliers and clearly we see multiple feats that put them one above the other, both the attacks that took out Maki and Kashimo seem to actually be relative, right? And if they both switched places, they both would have died in each of the circumstances. Until I saw last chapter, when Sukuna got up close and personal with Maki, he used a cleave on her face. However, unlike Ryu, which Sukuna used cleave against, who he one-shot with that one cleave, Maki tanked it. Somehow, some way, heavily restricted users have like double durability or something, because you're telling me that Maki is leagues above Ryu to the point where she did get one shot. Like, she did take damage, don't get me wrong, but that's a cleave on your face from Sukuna 20 fingers, like, and that's him going serious too. Like, you can't tell me that's not an amazing durability feat on its own. I highly doubt that Kashimo would survive that. Obviously, Kashimo's above Ryu, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to disrespect him or nothing. I'm just saying that, like, I really don't think that he's gonna tank that. I really don't think so. And to add, that same Ryu that got one shot was going extreme diff with Yuta. And I'm pretty sure we all know how Yuta versus Kashimo is gonna go. So let's move on to hacks. Hacks is where things get kinda icky. Let's start with the lightning farmer of the Heian era, Hajime Kashimo. Now, don't get me wrong, Kashimo is no slouch, especially when it comes to his hacks. Well, let's just remember Kid from One Piece. Yeah, remember his awakening where he can assign people, or at least, you know, enemies to wherever he wants them to be? Yeah, imagine that, but anytime he assigns something to you, there's a lightning bolt going to hit your body and you cannot dodge it. Of course, you could move your body and wherever you want it to hit, but it's still going to hit you regardless. That is exactly what Hajime Kashimo's curse technique is. Well, not his curse technique, that's his curse technique output, or his, like, effect. Regardless, it's very dangerous, because his real curse technique is, it's called Genju Kohasuku. Hopefully I did not butcher that. But basically in this technique, he morphs his body around like electricity or lightning, where he can morph any part of his body to direct curse energy to one another. Now apparently with this, he can move his body as photons, which apparently move at massively hypersonic to light speed. I don't know the exact calc. If you want that, go to Ty Learn, okay? He knows all that nerdy stuff. Like, I'm a nerd, but I'm not a nerd. No offense, Ty Learn. But yeah, with this, he's basically much faster and much more lethaler than in his base. So you don't want this to ever occur. Luckily, he said that he's only gonna do this for Sukuna. But just for the sake of the simulation, let's say that Maki is the exception. No Toto. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but he does have a staff. And this staff he can transfer electricity to, like a lightning rod. So basically, this staff is very dangerous as well. But can his fearsomeness rival Maki Zenin's hacks? Well, let's find out. Maki Zenin, being a heavily restricted user, basically has boosted physical stats all around. Boosted strength, boosted speed, boosted durability. Basically, a superhuman guild. For Maki's arsenal, we do notice that she has two types of weapons. The first being the inverted spear of heaven, which basically cancels out curse techniques. Now, obviously, for bigger AoE attacks that could cover up, let's say, a whole city block, that could give Maki some trouble. However, for more defensive curse techniques, like let's say Gojo's impenetrable infinity, it is super effective. And she also has the soul split katana, which is said to basically split souls. Now, we've seen Naoya get instantly 1 KO'd from this. However, Sukuna, after he's taken the attack, we can see that for some reason Sukuna is able to keep moving. Now, obviously, his RCT is completely depleted after getting hit by this sword attack. I don't know why Sukuna's still alive, like, can't repair the soul. And we've seen that his RCT does stop, but there's no reason he should be alive because splits your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't repair the soul. I don't know why. She also does have a healing factor, but it's kind of weird because, like, it heals her, but, like, She just needs like time, I guess. So it works. It definitely works. Definitely in the RCT, but it's at least there. It's kind of like Timu RCT. But will her Timu RCT be able to keep up with Hajime Kashimo? Find out now on Jujutsu Kaisen. And it's time for a death battle!
3, 2, 1, go!
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
I have been publicly humiliated for the last time. Fight!
Well. Hajime Flopshimo. Not even like a pancake anymore. You're just like sliced bread. Now, don't get me wrong. I would say that this one is kind of more close than other battles. However, Maki is just a simple mismatch gone wrong for Kashimo. Now, obviously, if Maki was to get hit with one of those lightning attacks or two, she would definitely get injured, no doubt. However, you want to know somebody that dodged this attack? 20-finger Maguna. The Maguna that was getting whopped by Kashimo. And guess what? When he turned into true form Maguna, it wasn't even, that was just a slaughter. It looked like bullying. Honestly, I really felt like Sukuna needed to be in timeout because his parents need to be called. That was straight up bullying. So if Maki was able to constantly tag and keep up with a true form Sukuna, unlike Kashimo who's getting walloped and bullied with 0 hits in on the same Sukuna, I don't know what to tell y'all. Maki's clearly faster, with their 2 win cons being slicing Kashimo's head off or canceling out the lightning CT because she can react much faster than that same Kashimo. Which sounds crazy for me to say, alright? Like, who would have thought that Toji is faster than Kashimo? The whole dude, it's about lightning speed, which is crazy. And it's funny because the same lightning type attack being 15-finger Sukuna, she saw that, reacted to it, and tanked it quite easily. So, this really is just an unfair mismatch. So stand proud, Hajime Kashimo. You're strong. To anyone not named Sukuna, Gojo, Maki, Yuta, the finger bearer. But the winner is Maki Zenin. If you guys want more JJK versus battles like this, make sure to give my knife that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment for the algorithm. Follow my Twitter, I'll be chatting there too. I'm typed that in before. And I'll see you guys next time. Please, Maki, I need this. I gotta fight Sukuna. I gotta fight him now. Maki, I'm watching your stream. Why you trying not to laugh, bro? That's disrespectful as shit, bro. Stop freaking laughing, bro.
Should I have him a night?